What's up, guys? Reporting live from Candela's cave. I know I promised you guys an update, so here you go. This is the information that has most recently been released to us, and we're allowed to kind of communicate it to you guys. Number one, the district is moving toward new content and new lessons that are going to be delivered online. So up until now, all the work has just been review. But starting very, very soon, we're going to be told to start giving you guys new lessons online. So I know some of you have been doing the work, some of you have not. Some people have not even logged on, whatever the case. But coming soon is going to be new material and new lessons that you guys are going to be responsible for and be graded on. Again, that's not happening yet, but the district is just figuring out exactly how to roll that out and what exactly accountability is going to look like, what the protocols are going to be for teachers and students, and how to deliver that and how to grade it, and so on and so forth. So it's not happening yet, but I'm just letting you guys know that coming soon, new material is going to be delivered over the internet, and you guys are going to be responsible for that stuff, just like you would in a regular classroom. All right, so prepare yourselves. That's coming soon. A lot of people have had questions about the Regents exams. We don't know anything about the Regents exams as far as information that's been given to us by the state. Okay, and that's who controls the Regents exams, New York State, the New York State Board of Regents. So until we hear something from them about the Regents is canceled, or we're going to do this instead, or we're moving forward as planned, until we get any solid information from them, we have to proceed assuming that the Regents is going to happen on time. So, look, I have no idea if it is or not, but that's irrelevant. Until we hear from them, we have to prepare as though it is going to happen on time. There are certain things that schools have to do to prepare for Regents exams. They have to order exams from the state, and so we say we need this many tests, and so on and so forth. And we also have to register students. So we have to tell the state these are the students that are going to take this test, and so on and so forth. So the school is doing all of those things in preparation for the Regents, assuming that it's going to happen. And the idea is that if they pull the plug on the Regents exams, we could just stop everything dead in our tracks. But the idea is that we're going to be prepared for the Regents as though they're going to happen, and we're just waiting to hear something. Okay. So again, no official word about anything with the Regents exams. Just to clarify, we're moving forward with Regents as though they're going to happen on time because we have not been told otherwise. Okay. Next, the governor, in his executive order, has given an executive order waiving the 180 days of school requirement for a complete school year. So we don't actually have to attend school for 180 days, as the law states, in order for this year to count as a complete school year. And he's issued that waiver for public schools in New York State based on the idea that we're using every opportunity that we can in order to kind of educate students. If you go to the governor's webpage or NewYorkState.gov and fish around for it, you can find the executive order. It's very, very, just a wordy legal document, essentially. But basically what that means for us is that we're not going to have our regularly scheduled spring break. I know a lot of us have been sitting around and, we're doing some schoolwork, but we're trapped at home. So it kind of feels like we're on break already. But as far as, you waking up for, every day for a week and not being responsible for anything, and not engaging in any schoolwork at all, that's not going to be a thing. So spring break is not officially happening. I mean, we're not going into the building, obviously, but we're going to continue status quo as far as executing lessons and material online and, continuing to review and get you guys ready. So spring break is not happening as we have expected it to. And again, the reason for that is because the only way that we're eligible to finish the school year with fewer than 180 days is if we forego spring break. So that's a thing that's happening. The comparison is we get 5 snow days a year. If we were to use more than 5 snow days, they would start taking days back from us, and they would start with the spring break days. So they would be making us come into school on some of those days that were supposed to be part of spring break in order to make up for the extra snow days that we're using. So they're looking at this kind of the same way, where because we're out, we have to kind of surrender a lot of those spring break days, in this case, all of them. Okay, so that's the comparison. The only other piece of news that I wanted to deliver to you guys is that I know in my last update I mentioned that this week that we're currently in, and it's Thursday, this week that we're currently in is dedicated to makeup work. So that work week for makeup work is extended to next week also. So teachers are allowed to accept work from students that was originally assigned prior to March 13th, and we can accept that and give you guys credit for it in Infinite Campus. So you could do makeup work and turn it in. That originally that plan was just for this week, but they've extended that program to next week also. So now you have the rest of this week plus all of next week to submit any makeup work you need to submit for teachers. That's the end of the third quarter. The third quarter ends on April 10th, so that's next week pretty much. And then fourth quarter begins on April 13th. So I know in my classes, you guys know this, I accept work right up until the last possible second. So that last possible second in this particular case is going to be April 10th. I'm happy to take makeup work from you guys all the way up through April 10th, and then I'll have, the rest of that day and the weekend to grade it and kind of get everything in Infinite Campus in time for the fourth quarter to begin. So just a quick recap. New lessons are coming your way, not just review anymore. The district is figuring out how to roll that out. That's coming soon. We're moving forward with the Regents as though they're going to happen, and until we're told otherwise. Spring break, as we know it, is not happening. We're continuing to do online learning throughout what used to be our spring break. And then last but not least, the makeup period for turning in makeup work has been extended to April 10th, and the fourth quarter officially begins on April 13th. All right. So that's what I got for you guys as far as an update. I'm running out of things to do around my house to stay entertained. It's brutal. I'm spending a lot of time with my dog. He dominates. And me and my family have decided we're going to watch all the Marvel movies in order. So we're like 2/3 of the way through that. We're all the way up to Black Panther now. So we're in the home stretch. So that's what we're doing for entertainment. Not much else to do. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope everybody's all right. Again, if there's anything I could do for any of you guys, please reach out and let me know. And I'm here. You guys can get me on email, and you can get me on the stream on our Google Classroom, whichever is easiest. And please continue to email me asking for makeup work, those of you that haven't already. And let's capitalize on this opportunity to take care of this makeup work and make sure that our third quarter grades are as good as they can be, because the third quarter was cut so short. There's very limited number of grades in the grade book that count for third quarter. So you guys need to make sure that you're handing in all of that work that was assigned, because each piece of classwork that was assigned in the third quarter, in that 5 weeks, that very short period, each piece of classwork weighs a lot because there's so few pieces of classwork altogether, all right? So that's just something for you guys to think about. So please continue to email me asking me for makeup work, and I will get it back to you. I will grade it. I will put it in Infinite Campus, and so on and so forth. So that's the deal from Candela's Cave. I hope you guys are good, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Later.